My beloved child, God says. Don't scroll. If this message found you today, it wasn't an accident. Stay until the end because God has something He wants you to hear. My beloved child, there is a chapter of your life that has not yet been revealed to anyone around you. Even the people who believe they know your future cannot see what I have already written. They have formed opinions based on your past, your present situation, and what their eyes can see. But I have never built your destiny around human expectations. I build it around my perfect plan. Listen carefully because the message you are hearing today carries a truth that many people would never believe until it happens before their own eyes. The person who becomes your soulmate will shock your entire family, not because they are dangerous, not because they are wrong for you, but because my ways are higher than human understanding. The one I have prepared for you will arrive in a way no one expects. People who once doubted you will suddenly find themselves speechless. Those who laughed at your prayers will quietly wonder how everything changed so quickly. My child, I have heard every lonely prayer you whispered when no one was watching. I have seen every night you questioned whether love was still possible for you. I watched every tear that fell from your eyes while you smiled in front of others. I never ignored your pain. I was preparing someone whose heart would recognize yours at the perfect moment. The waiting has not been punishment. It has been preparation. While you were growing stronger, I was also shaping another heart. While you were learning difficult lessons, I was teaching someone else how to value a soul like yours. Neither of you could have met before now because both journeys needed time. But now the seasons are beginning to change. Do not allow fear to convince you that nothing is happening. Heaven is moving even when earth looks silent. There are conversations taking place that you cannot hear. There are paths crossing that you cannot yet see. Every step is bringing both of you closer together. When this person finally enters your life, people around you will immediately begin asking questions. They will wonder how everything happened so suddenly. They will try to understand what they cannot explain. Some will support you immediately, while others may hesitate because they expected your future to look completely different. Do not let their confusion become your fear. Their surprise does not mean my plan is wrong. It simply means they could not see what I was doing behind the scenes. My beloved child, never mistake delay for denial. I have never forgotten my promises to you. Every promise still lives. Every blessing still carries your name. The timing has always belonged to me. Even now, invisible doors are opening. Hearts are being softened. Circumstances are changing. The story you thought had ended is only reaching the beginning. Stay with me because what comes next will reveal why every delay was necessary. My beloved child, God says. There are people in your family who have unknowingly created an image of the kind of person they think you should spend your life with. They have imagined the background, the personality, the timing, and even the way your future love story should unfold. But I did not ask human opinions to write your destiny. I wrote it long before anyone around you knew your name. That is why the person I am preparing for you will not fit into every expectation others have created. At first, your family may be surprised. Some may ask questions they never expected to ask. Others may wonder how everything came together so perfectly despite looking so unexpected. Yet, as time passes, they will begin to see what I saw from the very beginning. They will witness a peace in your life that cannot be explained. They will notice the respect, kindness, loyalty, and genuine care this person shows you. Slowly, the doubts that once filled their minds will disappear, replaced by understanding they never thought they would have. My child, I do not bring confusion to destroy your peace. I allow moments of surprise so my wisdom can be revealed. Many of the greatest blessings I have given my children first looked impossible in the eyes of people around them. What seemed unusual became a testimony. What seemed unlikely became a miracle. The same will happen in your story. The one I have chosen for you is also carrying unanswered prayers. They have cried out to me for guidance just as you have. They have walked through disappointment, heartbreak, and seasons where they wondered if true love even existed. But I was protecting both of you from connections that would have delayed your purpose. Every closed door, every relationship that ended, every painful goodbye was leading you toward the one person I knew would value your heart instead of breaking it. Do not compare your journey with anyone else's. Some people rush into relationships only to discover years later that they ignored my direction. I would rather have you wait for my best than settle for something that only looks good for a moment. Your future is too valuable to build on temporary emotions. It must be built on truth, trust, and my guidance. My beloved child, there will come a day when you look back at every delay and quietly smile because you will finally understand why I said no to certain people and yes to the one I prepared especially for you. On that day, even those who once questioned your path will see that my hand was leading you all along. So remain faithful. Keep your heart open but keep your trust in me. I am arranging details you cannot yet imagine, and every step is bringing you closer to the moment when your family will witness not just a surprising relationship, but a love that carries my peace, my purpose, and my blessing that am why beloved child, God says. There is something I want you to understand before this chapter unfolds. The greatest surprise will not be how your soulmate enters your life, but how naturally everything begins to fall into place once you stop fighting my timing. Right now, you may believe there are too many obstacles standing between you and the future you desire. You may think your family will never understand, that certain people will always hold on to their opinions, or that the circumstances are simply too complicated. But I am the God who makes a way where there seems to be no way. I do not ask impossible situations for permission before I move. I simply speak, and what looked impossible begins to change. My child, there is someone who is already being prepared to walk beside you. They are learning lessons today that will help them love you tomorrow. They are growing in patience, wisdom, and compassion because I know exactly what your heart needs. They will not come into your life to compete with your peace. They will protect it. They will not make you question your worth every day. Instead, their actions will quietly remind you that you are deeply valued. This is one reason your family will eventually be so surprised. They expected you to struggle, but they will witness you becoming stronger. They expected uncertainty, but they will see confidence growing inside you. They expected temporary happiness, but they will witness a relationship built on trust, respect, and unwavering commitment. Some people who once doubted your choices may even admit that they were wrong. Others may never say the words out loud, but their hearts will recognize that I was leading you all along. Do not seek their approval before obeying my direction. When you follow me, understanding often comes later. My beloved child, guard your heart against fear and impatience. The enemy wants you to believe that waiting means losing, but in my kingdom, waiting with faith is never wasted. Every day you trust me is another day I am strengthening the foundation of the future I have prepared. A weak foundation cannot carry a lasting blessing, so I am building yours carefully. Even now, I am arranging meetings you do not know about, opening doors you cannot yet see, and removing obstacles before they ever reach your path. Nothing about your future is random. Every detail is known to me. Every step has purpose. Keep praying, keep believing, and keep walking forward with confidence because the day is coming when your family will look at the person standing beside you and realize that what once seemed impossible was actually my perfect plan from the very beginning. My beloved child, God says, do not be discouraged if the people closest to you cannot immediately understand what I am doing. Many of my greatest works were questioned before they were celebrated. Those who only look with human eyes will judge by appearances, timing, or circumstances, but I look at the heart. I know what no one else knows. I see conversations that have never been spoken aloud, silent prayers that have never been shared, and dreams that have been hidden deep within your soul. That is why my choice for your life may surprise everyone around you. I am not choosing according to popularity, wealth, status, or the opinions of others. I am choosing according to purpose. The one I have prepared for you will carry qualities that many people overlook at first. Yet those very qualities will become the reason your future stands firm when other relationships fall apart. My child, there will be a moment when everything begins to make sense. The confusion of the past will no longer trouble your heart because you will finally understand why certain people walked away, why certain plans failed, and why so many doors remained closed. I was protecting you from connections that would have stolen your peace. I was guiding you away from paths that looked beautiful on the outside but would have led to disappointment. Every delay was my mercy. Every closed door was my protection. Every unanswered prayer was preparing you for a greater answer than you could have imagined. When your soulmate enters your life, you will notice something different. There will be peace instead of constant fear. There will be honesty instead of endless confusion. There will be encouragement instead of discouragement. You will not have to chase what I have already chosen for you. What I unite will not require endless striving to hold together, because my presence will be the foundation of your relationship. Even those who once questioned your future will begin to notice the change in you. They will see joy returning to your face, hope filling your heart, and strength replacing the weariness you carried for so long. Some members of your family may quietly say, "We never expected this," because they will witness a transformation they cannot deny. My beloved child, never forget that I specialize in writing stories that no human mind could predict. What seems impossible today can become tomorrow's testimony. Trust me even when you cannot see the whole picture. Keep your faith stronger than your fear, your hope stronger than your doubts, and your eyes fixed on me instead of the opinions around you. I am leading you toward a future that will not only surprise your family but also remind everyone watching that when I open the right door, no person can close it, and when my perfect timing arrives, nothing on earth can stop the blessing I have prepared for you. My beloved child, God says, I know there are moments when you wonder if your story will ever change. You have watched others celebrate while you quietly carried unanswered questions. You have smiled through loneliness, remained strong through disappointment, and continued moving forward even when your heart felt tired. I have seen every one of those moments. Not a single tear has escaped my notice. Every prayer you whispered in silence has reached me, and every hope you refused to let die has been safely held in my hands. Do not believe the lie that you have been forgotten. I have been working on your future even when you could not see a single sign of progress. The person I have chosen for you is also being led by my hand. They do not yet understand every detail of what I am doing, but I am directing their steps just as surely as I am directing yours. There will come a moment when your paths cross, and what seems like an ordinary meeting will carry extraordinary purpose. Looking back, you will realize that countless small events had to happen exactly as they did to bring you together. What looked like coincidence was my careful guidance all along. My child, your family may be amazed because they expected your future to unfold in a completely different way. They may have believed they already knew how your life would turn out, but I have plans that no human expectation can limit. Some who once worried about you will rejoice when they see the peace that surrounds your relationship. Others who doubted your Prayers will quietly acknowledge that something greater than human effort brought this blessing into your life. Do not seek revenge against those who misunderstood you. Let your peace speak louder than your words. Let your joy become the testimony that I have been faithful. The greatest victory is not proving people wrong, it is living in the blessing I prepared for you with humility and gratitude. My beloved child, protect your heart from impatience in these final moments of waiting. The enemy wants you to settle for less because he knows what I have prepared is far greater than what you can currently imagine. Do not trade your future for temporary comfort. Do not lower your standards because of loneliness. Continue trusting me, even when the road feels long. I know the exact day, the exact moment, and the exact circumstances that will bring everything together. Nothing is laid in my hands. Nothing is out of my control. Keep walking in faith, keep your heart open to my direction, and remember that the love I have prepared for you will not only change your life but will also become a living reminder to everyone around you that my plans are always better than human expectations, and when my promises are fulfilled, even those who doubted will stand in awe of what I have done. My beloved child, God says, as the day draws closer, you may notice small changes happening around you that seem insignificant at first. Do not ignore them. I often begin with quiet movements before revealing great blessings. A conversation, an unexpected opportunity, a new place, a simple invitation, or even a delay that frustrates you today may become the very moment that leads you toward the person I have chosen. Nothing is wasted when your life is in my hands. Even the moments you call ordinary can become part of an extraordinary plan. My child, I am asking you to keep your heart free from bitterness. Do not allow the pain of yesterday to steal the joy of tomorrow. The disappointments you experienced were never meant to define your future. They were lessons, not your destination. If you continue carrying every wound without allowing me to heal it, you may struggle to recognize the blessing standing right before you. That is why I have been restoring your heart little by little. I want you to enter this new season with peace instead of fear, with faith instead of suspicion, and with hope instead of regret. The one I have prepared for you is not coming to repeat your past. They are coming to help you build a future. When your family watches the way this person treats you, they will notice a difference they cannot ignore. They will see patience where there was once pressure. They will see respect where there was once misunderstanding. They will see encouragement where there was once doubt. The same people who wondered whether your prayers would ever be answered will begin to witness my faithfulness unfolding before their eyes. Some may even remember the days when they questioned your hope and quietly realized that I was writing a story none of them could predict. My beloved child, never think that my promises depend on perfect circumstances. I have fulfilled my word in deserts, in storms, in prisons, and in impossible situations. I do not wait for conditions to become perfect before I move. I create miracles in the middle of what others call impossible. If I have spoken peace over your future, then no obstacle is greater than my power. Continue seeking me before seeking answers. Continue trusting my voice above every other voice. Continue believing even when you cannot yet see the full picture. The day is coming when you will stand beside the one I have chosen, and your heart will finally understand why every delay, every disappointment, and every unanswered question had a purpose. Your family will not simply be surprised by the person who becomes your soulmate, they will witness the undeniable evidence that I was guiding every step from the very beginning, and they will see that what I join together is filled with my peace, my wisdom, and my everlasting love. My beloved child, God says. Before this story reaches its beautiful conclusion, there is one final lesson I want you to carry deep within your heart. Never measure my faithfulness by what you can see today. Some of my greatest blessings are already on their way long before my children recognize them. You have been asking me for signs, but I have been asking you for trust. Faith grows strongest when it chooses to believe before the evidence appears. That is the kind of faith I am building inside you. My child, the person I have prepared to become your soulmate is closer than you realize. They may not yet know your name, or perhaps your paths have already crossed without either of you recognizing what I was doing. I know the exact moment when your eyes will meet with understanding, when your conversations will begin to carry purpose, and when your hearts will recognize the peace that only I can give. Do not rush ahead trying to force what I have already arranged. What I have planned does not need manipulation. It needs obedience, patience, and faith. There will come a day when your family gathers together and looks at the life you are living with amazement. They will remember the fears they once carried, the questions they once asked, and the expectations they once held. Then they will see how completely I exceeded every one of them. The person standing beside you will not only love you but will also encourage your purpose, protect your peace, and remind you every day that I never abandoned you during the waiting season. Your home will become a testimony of my goodness. Your journey will become proof that I never arrive too early and I am never too late. Even those who once doubted your future will quietly acknowledge that something greater than human planning brought the two of you together. My beloved child, as you continue walking through this season, refuse to let fear write the ending of your story. Let hope speak louder than anxiety. Let my promises become stronger than the opinions of people around you. Keep your heart soft, your spirit humble, and your eyes fixed on me. I am still opening doors no one can close. I am still aligning moments no one can stop. I am still preparing blessings that no person can steal from you. When the appointed time arrives, the one who becomes your soulmate will not simply surprise your entire family, they will become living evidence that every prayer, every tear, every delay, and every moment of waiting was leading you toward the future I lovingly prepared from the very beginning. So do not lose heart, my beloved child. Continue trusting me, because the best chapter of your story has not been left behind you. It is waiting just ahead, and when it finally unfolds, you will know without a doubt that my plan was always worth the wait. The ending of this story is not the end of your journey, it is the beginning of the life God has been preparing for you all along. One day you will wake up and realize that the waiting season is over. The prayers you whispered in silence will have become your reality. The tears that no one noticed will be replaced with joy that everyone can see. The person God chose to become your soulmate will stand beside you, not by accident, but by divine purpose. In that moment, your family will look at both of you with amazement. They will remember every doubt they once had and every expectation they placed on your future, yet none of those expectations will compare to the beautiful plan God had already written. They will see a relationship built on trust instead of fear, peace instead of confusion, and faith instead of uncertainty. They will understand that what first surprised them became one of the greatest blessings they could ever witness. My beloved child, never regret the seasons when you felt alone, because those were the seasons when I was shaping your heart for something lasting. Never regret the doors that closed, because they protected you from paths that were never meant to be yours. Never regret the time you spent waiting, because I was using every moment to prepare both you and the one I created especially for you. Nothing was delayed without purpose. Nothing was lost without a greater reason. Everything has been working together according to my perfect plan. So continue walking with faith even after this message ends. Do not let fear steal the hope I have placed inside you. Trust me when you cannot understand, believe me when you cannot yet see, and remember that my promises never return empty. The day is coming when your testimony will encourage people who are still waiting for their own miracle. They will look at your life and realize that I never forgot you for a single moment. I was simply writing a story that would reveal my faithfulness in the most beautiful way. Hold on a little longer, my beloved child. Your future is brighter than your past. Your blessing is greater than your struggle, and the love I have prepared for you will arrive at the perfect time. When that day comes, you will look back with a grateful heart and say, God knew exactly what He was doing all along. Amen.